Hi, I just wanted to give a little update on some of the things I've been working on. So I've been doing a lot of work with permanent marker and just kind of drawing things to get my mind off of thinking about trauma, because that's basically where I'm at right now. So I've been toying around with doing some kind of like pre-made readings, so to speak. They're not really readings. I guess it's, oh shoot. It's more like a drawing, sketching. I don't know. There's words, there's pictures, there's art. Make your own meaning from that. I don't know when or if I'll get them on my website, because I need to be able to go to the post office to ship things, and that's just not something I'm able to do right now. So that's okay. It's okay. I am focusing on creating. So I got to do a little bit of creating today. I still haven't decided exactly how this one goes. It's been really great. We have help with the kids now. We have a really awesome nanny that is really, she and the kids are really connecting. And it's also been great for me to have a friend during the day to talk to every once in a while, and been great for Jared to be able to focus so much on work. And then, I don't have to worry quite so much about like if I'm gonna have a good day or a bad day, and because I can't really predict those things. I can predict some things, but can't do that. So yeah, today was the first day in a while that I've wanted to paint, and this came out today. And let's see, this came out today. So some of my favorite arts and crafts stores had some sales on paint, so I got to order some of my shiny glistening paint that I just really, really love. These are acrylic on canvas, and these are going to be hung up in my space later. I'm still a little bit wet, so excuse me. This one had a lot of layers to it. I think I painted over this one a handful of times, but kind of cool. We'll see if I'm even talking loud enough for this to pick up. Still dealing with issues with my speech. Trouble kind of getting the words out that I have in my head. Sometimes I can't get those out. Sometimes there's still I still get some like paralysis and stuff in my mouth, but progress with some of the paralysis and stuff is definitely happening. My breathing is better overall, I'd say. So I think, I still have breathing problems. I have a very long ways to go. But that's why I'm focusing on art, because this is something that brings me joy, thinking about my body. It's complicated, I guess you could say. So here's something else I created. And here's another thing. My daughter told me that it looks like a very old fairy. I said, oh, that's cool. Let's see. Let me peek through my notebook quick. This is something I made a while ago. Kind of like I thought it was kind of like a sleeping dragon eye. I don't know. I feel really weird talking about myself and sharing like this part of me. Like, it's really exciting, but it's really weird because I feel like I never, this is something I've always wanted the courage to do, but I haven't done. So this is, I painted this, this is oil pastels. I made this when I was grieving one of my miscarriages. That's what came out there. Okay, let's see, that has to dry a little bit. Oh, I'm really excited about these. I don't know if people will be or not, but I've been creating like these little cards out of some of my art, some of my photography, some of my paintings and stuff, but then I've been writing questions and then leaving room for people to kind of just journal their own thoughts. And then this one's not completed, but I've been taping a tarot card to the inside and then writing a message on the inside too. I don't know if people like it because I haven't really given them out. I haven't had them for sale. It's just something that I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. If I'm folding and working with my hands, and it keeps my mind from focusing on trauma and other unsolvable problems. So, yeah, maybe if people are interested, I might put these up because I think I could probably ship these with just a forever stamp probably. I don't know if I can figure out how to get things condensed to a smaller size. Like, I know that Jared and Brittany, like, if I asked them to go to the post office for me, like, they would help me with that. But I don't have a whole lot that I'm able, like, literally able to do by myself. So, like, art is something I'm able to do by myself, and I'd really like it if I could make it so that, like, any sort of work I do, that I could do it independently. Yay! I do miss being a mom, though. Really, really, really miss being a stay-at-home mom. So I can't think about that, so I focus on my art, because that's something that's outside of my control. So, these are 2 little spirit baby things I've been working on for some brothers. I've been working on these for a while, but kind of came in partially. Let's see, that's permanent marker on Valamite or Bristol. This one I was kind of excited about. I did, let's see, fire and earth, air and water. This painting, so you can see. I tried to do it of my hand with my tattoo, but a couple more pieces I want to show. I have been gaining a little bit back into psychic work, just for myself right now. I've really been asking a lot of questions and journaling a lot about, like, how can I use my gifts to be of service to the world and to help people right now, because I know that I'm not the only person who needs help right now, and that, you know, there's been, you know, we've had a lot of people over the years who have supported me physically in numerous different ways, whether it was like financial support when we needed it in the past, or if it's, you know, support with just being kind and caring, or preparing meals, or, you know, gifts with the kids. People who remember, you know, who remember us on their Christmas cards and or other holiday cards, you know, all of that support really does mean a lot to somebody like me. So thank you. Thank you. Even if you just do it, like, for everybody, just thank you for being a good person, because it does mean a lot to people. I want to find a way that I can give back too, because I really don't like sitting around. I'm hoping that the art helps me process so I can figure out how to move forward with, like, my psychic healing mediumship work. I would like to do some work with astrology. I've been kind of messing around with that when I've been doing, like, some of the spirit baby stuff for friends, and when I've just done my own work with, like, intergenerational healing stuff. I've been looking into, like, some ancestry and some connections with with astrology, and I've really been interested in looking at like the charts of an individual and kind of what direction their soul is wanting to move towards, to kind of help people, especially like in their 20s and 30s, just kind of figure out like, okay, what direction do I want to consciously be moving my life in? Not necessarily like where am I comfortable, but like I need to know what I'm good at. Excuse me. And astrology has just been really interesting in both, like, for me personally, learning how to accept myself as I am, and learning to accept some of the challenges and hardships that I've had in my life. Being able to look at my astrology chart, at my husband's chart, and at my kids' chart, like, it's just interesting for me how everything kind of is clicking together. So whether that's because I want it to click together, I don't know, but I am interested in astrology. I'm just trying to figure out the best way for me to pass on these messages from the other side, like both for myself physically, self emotionally, and just kind of like how do you deliver the different messages. Thinking about maybe doing some videos like this, but I'm gonna play around with that a little bit. So like I've been journaling a lot about like, so like these are reasons like why I chose to come back. And I would suggest if anybody is like, just kind of struggling with accepting things that have happened in your life that maybe either have been outside of your control, or like maybe you wish you could have gone back in time and made a different decision, like being able to journal it out in color has been really beneficial for me. Not like writing in a linear way, because like trauma, like that's not linear. It's like, why did this happen? So like the paint has been nice for me to like flow. Sometimes I add essential oils when I paint, or water. But on days that I can't paint, then drawing is really good too. I'm still having like a lot of vision issues, and so the colors are really nice for me. I like being able to see some happy colors. But this is one of my favorite things that I made. I saw this vision. It started to come to me right after I had first died in the emergency department this last time. And when I came back, I saw this image, and I'm really happy that I was able to get this out in the way that I did. What else? Show a couple more things and then okay, this was, Layla's like, what's wrong with her? No, that's not what she said. She was like, Mom, she looks a little bit like leaning or crooked. I was like, well, I guess she's kind of like me, huh? She leans a little bit. It's okay. I don't really want to share that one. That's a little deeper than I want to share out here. So let's see if there's anything else. All these are my psychic predictions over here, and I don't think I want to share those either because I'm just getting back some of my own confidence. I have started journaling for myself in a new way. But I don't want to share that either. I will share this. I had a really interesting dream the other night, and it was about a chalice. Do you know what a chalice is? That's the word that I heard in my dream. I saw it was like shaped like this, almost like a wine cup or a goblet. But I decided to journal that out in a different way because, like, it's complicated with my body, it's complicated with my words, so I am going with the flow and allowing myself to be changed by my experiences over the last few years of my lifetime. So this is kind of how I journaled this out. And I'm not really going to go into more detail than that for now. Was there anything else I wanted to share quick? I am going to pull a card because I need to practice reading and speaking. It's going to help my vision. I remember in school I used to have to practice my reading and reading out loud, and it was something that I always did when I would recover, when I would get sick and we didn't know what it meant, but now I have answers, and it's really, really nice to have answers. So yeah. Excuse me. I'm not going to share the other one I made. So these are from the Star Seed Oracle. Excuse me. I've been talking for too much. My mouth and throat are not happy with me right now. But I really want to read a card. I want to choose a card and try to read it. So I'm going to. Please show me, what do people most need to benefit their highest good? What information would help them choose to stay on Earth and continue finding good and creating good? A message for the collective. Okay, the card says, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Okay, let's read it. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that.